excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the god. That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance to give their very life for the master of humanity. Allow me to introduce myself. Kunrad Voitvir, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before. My deepest respects to you, Your Grace. A noble of the Imperium. It's been a long time since I will be frank with you. Your former position may have been... There is. And you will meet him. I would rather, to put it plain, but the Lord...
A new challenge for me?
One of the Von Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
I'll see you terminated! Not a problem for me. All too easy. Not my specialty. Already done. Absolutely not.
To the heretics!
What suspiciously port? I'm a...
It's about time.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically...
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad? Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. Reasonable and prudent. However...
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence. Even among his flock, not all are of a piece. I suggest...
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain...
I beg your forgiveness, lady.
So, why are you here? It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with Von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, I have some time before the Navigator gives the signal to initiate the Void Ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Is that so?
Lady Theodora, For the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by...
Enough, Vessel, I set the course. I set the in.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Your Emperor won't save you!
My place is at the fore.
My faith strengthens me.
Never wavered in the face of adversity. I don't have time for this.
I serve the ruinous powers. Death to the weak. Great Emperor.
One fewer target.
Protect me!
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks.
From what we have seen, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of madness induced by warp travel. Such episodes are not uncommon among...
Oh, the casters are not working, or have been sabotaged. Either the warp is toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications. I will need a direct channel to the engine seer Prime before I... Possibly. Quite likely. We will investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us.
Follow my lead!
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Kunrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the Navigator's Sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A Psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at...
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. Then move out!
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. I see you have quickly earned Lady... Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber. This void ship's most... On the contrary, the warp... Wretched. Once...
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
There is still another way!
Victory awaits.
Escort the child of the house to safety. Voxcast. Communication temporary. Mobile unit at the Warren. Middle.
None shall stand in my way. I won't tolerate weakness. It's about time. Follow my lead.
Run, fools, or fall! Mistress? What? Whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this? What? Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Mistress, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora. Saints' blood! you're in a bad way.
I'm always...
I am at your service.
Let's patch you up.
I stand...
That is a noticeable improvement. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating... But that is not the one. I am. If we get thrown off course during warp transit, the sanctum is closed to Lady Theodorus. Which one? The last one I received was about the Absolutely. Let us proceed. The Lord... Close ranks!
Surrender to the dark powers!
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your... Indeed. I took care of this one.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake. Nothing I can't do. All too easy.
Out of my way!
Victor... I will do few attack.
Any challenge for me?
Idira! Would it...
This is Idiratlas.
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the Immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer. The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. And you...
That's Edelthrat!
Not... What?
What? What?
Victory awaits.
Run, fools! Or fall!
The monsters demand your death!
Out of my way! Chaos guides me!
Nothing I can't do. Suit.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Someone else can do this. It will be done.
I serve the ruinous powers! Any farewell?
Here we go.
I took care of this one.
I know what is to come.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead. But the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp.